Sports YouTube channel. 7 games to get involved with today as the second round gets underway. Still best of 5 sets for a place in the last 32. Coming up this afternoon, Ryan Searle will take on Brendan Dolan. Andreas Harrison will take on Motomu Sakai. Duijvenbode takes on the hillbilly James Hurl. And Dave Chisnell takes on Ricardo Pietrezco in a game that could quite literally be anything. Tonight, Michael Smith takes on Neil Zonneveld. Chris Dobey takes on Andrew Gilding, and Stephen Bunting takes on Nitin Kumar, the Royal Bengal, looking to get a second win on that Ali Palace stage. All that to come. Going to be a pretty easy day's work for Johnny Clayton. He's already through to the second round, courtesy of Dom Taylor's suspension. We'll talk about that in a little while. I'm Mark Wilson alongside former PDC stars Paul Nicholson and Chris Mason. Boys, good afternoon.
Hello, hello.
You looking well, Nico?
Thanks.
You're powering through on day 10?
Loving every single minute of this. I think the tournament has been really, really good, but I think we're about to find a new level over the next few days. That's what the players want, it's what the fans want, it's what we expect, and I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed going into Christmas.
Yeah, plenty of positive stories. Got the lurgy, I'm sorry. Plenty of not so good stories, but ultimately this for me is where it really starts to we start to find out who's going to go deep, and we've seen some vulnerabilities, we've seen some players squeak through, and today's a big day for a lot of the players in action.
Yeah, certainly is. Look, we can't ignore it. Dom Taylor, I'm sure you spoke about it last night, suspended. Obviously there's a process to go through there. Will this be a reprieve possibly for Stephen Burton? He's 60. He's going to lose his tour card. Now, depending on what happens, he could potentially get a reprieve, couldn't he?
Well, the DRA tend to drag their feet a bit. I mean, they're correctly, as soon as the findings have come back, it's been dealt with. So we don't have a situation where it's just sort of left up in the air.
My attitude towards this, and I didn't think about this, so I'm going to give you loads of credit here, Mark, because we talked about a lot of different topics when this story broke yesterday, but this one, I completely forgot about it. But if I was Stephen Burton right now, I wouldn't be counting on anything. I'd be getting ready for Q School, get into stage 2, get your card back, and then go back to work at the PDC World Masters at the end of January. If you somehow keep a hold of your tour card, it's nothing but a bonus, but that happens very, very rarely. Unfortunately, when Mike Kuyvenhoven kept his card, that's because Kyle Anderson couldn't keep his anymore for health reasons, and he decided to go back to Australia. This is a very different situation, and Mace is right, because this could be a protracted process which takes time. And it's not going to be 3 weeks.
Well, there's an A and a B sample. Once both of those are done, it's strict liability anyway. That's my thing. Strict liability. I don't care how it's got in your system. That's it. It's the same as in boxing. All this nonsense we've heard and over the last couple of years, especially with that Conor Benn situation, there's been loads of others. Strict liability. It's in your system. Whether it's in there through where or whatever. Yeah. It's down to you. If you're in that industry and you're taking supplements that have a banned substance in it, unlucky. So I because of this, and I'm with Nico. I've never even thought about it. If they had a system where they say, right, the first time you do it, it's this. Second time you do it, it's this. And it's done, isn't it? You don't need an There's no reason to waste money on an investigation. There's no excuses. No. It's job done. It's in your system. It's down to you why it's in your system, and that's it. The flip side of the coin is we've got a duty of care to the kid. What is going on in his life that he's failing drug tests?
This is becoming more apparent, is it? I don't want to be too negative. We've got a great day's darts to look forward to, but we've seen the Menzies situation. Players are now speaking out more and more, and maybe there is something that needs to happen.
Listen, I had poor mental health anyway, and then when I decided to do this for a living, it literally was mind-blowingly taxing, and even the strongest-minded people are finding it tough. Nathan Aspinall in his interview last night was right. There's not enough done. We know that the PDPA have these things in place, but it should, that we need to be proactive, not reactive. And I think we're far too reactive. It's after it's happened. It's too late then, isn't it?
If we don't talk about it, it's not happening.
Correct.
And I've said on 2 occasions already, the PDPA need to step up. For years, the players know the systems are there, but it's about time the PDPA actually got off their chairs and said, we are going to help you guys because you need help with all of the pressures, and there are so many different avenues of help that they have at their disposal. Don't be reactive like Mace says, and I said it yesterday. Go and help them. Call Cameron Menzies, call Dom Taylor. They are your members. They are paying your wages, so go and help them because they deserve the help.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, we'll move on. I want to talk about the darts. I was lucky enough to be out there as a fan last night. It was incredible.
Punter last night.
Incredible. Done all the wages in anyway, I'll tell you that. But yeah, never mind that. It was incredible atmosphere. This tournament has been brilliant. I mean, since I've seen you two last, we've had some massive upsets. But where do we go from here then? As you said, it's round 2 now, Mace. We're looking at someone to put down a big performance. And this is a big day or a big round because you win here, you're coming back post-Christmas, and that's when the real fun starts.
Yeah, that's when that's when the tournament is up and alive, and you can start to see the winning line in the distance. At the moment, all it is getting into round 3. That Christmas turkey will taste even sweeter. Otherwise, it's a real miserable Christmas. So a lot of pressure in round 2. The next few days are going to be fascinating because there is going to be some sad faces falling off that stage.
Round 2 is a bit of a repeat of round 1. It's still a £10,000 darts match. It's still the same format, like you mentioned at the top of the show, Mark. But if you can get to post-Christmas, you're talking about a jump from a £10,000 match to a £25,000 match. And a lot of the players who will be in the top 32 of this tournament won't have done that before.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Got a couple of players that have caused upsets playing today. Andreas Harrison beat Ross Smith 3-2 in the opening round. He takes on Motomo Sakai, who had that great win over Thibaut Tricol.
Two upsets, so they're playing each other, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So who's under the most? It's got to be Andreas Harrison who's under the pressure there.
Yeah, he's got the most experience. He's been around longer. He's done more away from Ali Pali. As much as Motomo Sakai's had a great year on the Asian Tour, we all thought that Harrison was a nightmare draw for anybody, and he's a nightmare for Sakai today because no matter what Sakai does on the stage, Harrison won't be bothered.
No, if he was any more laid back, he'd be horizontal. He literally is the most chilled man in darts, and he won't care about his antics. He'd have seen it all before. And I think Harrison just has a little bit too much for him.
Okay, fair enough. Dave Chisnell got past Fallon Sherritt. The score looks pretty routine. It was far from routine. He takes on Ricardo Pietreczko. That's a game both will genuinely feel they're going to win that match.
Precisely. Dave looks slender. He's lost 3 stone. And I commend the fact that, and I said the other day that the people around him have got to step up and help him. Well, his wife has lost 5 stone as well. They're doing it together. So they're becoming a team to try and cultivate the next stage of not just darts for Dave, but for their lives. So I commend them on that. But the form looked patchy. It looked a bit unsure from Chisnell, as if to say he's not really on the kind of form that will take him deep. And Pietreczko is the kind of person who is maturing a little bit. I loved his attitude in round 1. He showed a great deal of steeliness when he was up against a battle-hardened De Souza who was fighting for his tour privileges. But Pietreczko, he impressed me in that first round, and I think today he will expect to beat Chisnell.
Yeah, Ricardo's throw is reliable. Chiz's throw is just, it looks terrible, and that's not something you can correct in a few days. And his averages reflect that. He's literally, me and Nico looked at his averages in his last 8 matches, and it's all over the place. Where you look at Pietreczko and it's 90, 90, 90, 91, 89, 94, 87.
Yeah.
You know, he's
within
on
a smaller spectrum.
That we talk about that the range. It's a small range when there's a big range, and you know it as well. You're aware of it as a player that, and yeah, you're right when you said about the Fallon Sherritt game. He averaged 89.66. That's one of his best performances in a while.
And Fallon had plenty of chances and didn't take them.
She'd have hit her doubles.
Yeah.
It'd have been a different game.
You can't miss doubles against Pietreczko. When he gets hot, he is. I mean, when he won the German Darts Championship in the final, he was 8 out of 8.
Yeah.
Seen them all.
Wasn't he 14 from 14, wasn't he? Because
to end the tournament, 14
to end
out
the
of 14.
The semi-final, he reeled off 6 without missing, and then didn't miss in the final.
Wowzers. Duijvenbode looking forward to his walk-on today. He takes on the hillbilly James Hurl. Dirk, lot expected, not always a lot delivered. How do we see that one going?
I think Dirk was very good in his first round.
In a tough game.
His average is one of the top 10 performances of the first round. And Dirk does like a number or two. He likes to be he likes his pillow to be fluffed by a few stats. And the fact that he's able to stick in the 98 average in the first round and feel good about the way he played, he will feel very good going into his game with James Hurl, who was steely enough. It was good, and he was troubled in the first round with James, and he came through shining. But if he doesn't get enough darts at tops today, he does not win that match against Dirk.
Yeah, if Stowe punts is bothering you with an 8, and the average for James was 88, he won 3-1. He was asked the question, but that's 10 points off the pace of Dirk. You only got to look at their 180 tally for the season. 549 for Dirk, 244 for James, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to be key to victory. If Dirk's finding their maxes, he creates opportunities. Yes, his doubling's not the most efficient in the world, but he gives himself extra turns because of the scoring
and
power.
And also, in fairness, in that last set or so against Barnes, he was outstanding, wasn't he, at the end?
And that was the thing, he had to be.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't one of them where you've just sort of run out a 98 average and won 3-0. Yeah. He was pushed to the limit by Andy Barnes.
3 words, were you tested? And Dirk van Duijvenbode was. He was pushed by a very good version of Andy Barton's. I mean, that 1-4-2 from Barton's to save the match, it's still one of the tournament shots. Yeah. But it was in vain in the end because Dirk was just better.
Okay. Officials coming onto the stage. We've got Ryan Searle. He is first up against Brendan Dolan. Just quickly, Mace, want to ask you yesterday, 2 of the women's stars, not both did really, really well. I watched the Greaves game here live. I watched Gemma Hayter as well. Both did well, but not quite well enough.
Yeah, I think it was tough for Bo. She's now learning about the levels of expectation and how much of a pressure cooker environment this sport is. I thought she might squeak it.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the odds.
No.
I thought it was a good game. It's an entertaining game. It was tight. But let's have a look at the difference in her game in 12 months' time when she's had a year of playing at the elite end of our sport every weekend. Yeah,
we will indeed. Mace will be back with Chris Murphy for game 2 this afternoon. But we're all getting ready for Brendan Dolan, the history maker, about to take on heavy metal Ryan Searle. It's the first of 4. Thanks for joining us on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel and on the talkSPORT app. Searle looking to make it through to round 3. He's taking on Brendan Dolan. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson with you for this one. The crowd packed to the rafters again. Let's get the action underway.
To the £1 Million Party, the Paddy Power World Darts Championship, coming to you from the Alexandra Palace, London. It's now time for our first match. From Northern Ireland, a World Grand Prix runner-up and a 2-time World Championship quarter-finalist. It's the history maker, Brendan Dolan.
Brendan Dolan making his way down the walk-on, hoping to build on the round 1 performance against Tavis Dudene when Dolan was first to admit probably wasn't anywhere near his best, but all that matters is that he won, and he did that, and he's here in round 2.
He is here in round 2, not for the first time either, but the fact that Tavis Dudene, his first opponent of this tournament, had a share of the most 180s in a match, and Brendan still beat him. That says something. He's wily and experienced, and he can deflect 9 180s in a best-of-5 match. He might need to do it again because the man he's playing today, he doesn't mind a 180 as well.
Now from England, the Players' Championship Finals runner-up, It's heavy metal, Ryan Searle!
Family with him. Ryan Searle, big family man. And a kiss for his kids on the way up. They're going to be cheering their dad to success here. What's your thoughts on this one?
Ryan Searle's favourite, but this is where the tournament kicks into another gear, and there's one statistic that really does jump off the page ahead of this one. Ryan Searle has been in the last 64 of the PDC World Championship 7 times in his career. He's never lost at this stage of the tournament. He is 7 out of 7. This is his 8th championship, and in the last 64, he always wins. If he wins again today, it will be Schindler or Keane Barry in the quarter of opportunity. We've been saying it all month. Quarter number 2 is really open. Even the top seed, Stephen Bunting, is no sure thing. There's so much possibility in this section of the draw, and both will fancy coming back after Christmas.
Yeah, they will indeed. And when you look at that draw and the rewards for getting out of that section, that in itself, it's almost like a tournament in itself, isn't it? If you can win your way through to the latter part, then you're going to be picking up a huge chunk of money, and you're going to be in with a big chance. I'm with you. We're going to see a few of the quarter 2 contenders this afternoon as well, so it is going to open up even further. I think Ryan Searle will have too much for Brendan Dolan today, personally, unless Dolan can significantly improve on that round 1 showing against Duijvenbode.
That 93.29 average for Searle against Chris Landman, it was a somewhat academic 3-0 win. He was never really troubled. His doubles were really good as well, 47%, 9 out of 19. If he erases just a few of the mistakes in the scoring element of that game, he can easily go up there and find a ton plus average. We've had 3 in the tournament, and the best one came last night from Willie O'Connor. What a performance that was from someone who apparently told the talkSPORT network afterwards that he wasn't even that happy with it.
60.
He does strike me as an incredibly hard man to please, Willie O'Connor, but he should have been happy with that last night. Race to 5, best of 5, race to 3 sets to win the match, 3 legs to win a set. Searle, the 20 seed, has the throw in the opening leg of the match. He's down to 304. Dolan on 441, still looking for his first big treble, which he finds on dart 5, and with pretty much all level 2 throws in.
What do you think about the draw as in time slot here, Mark? Because first game of the second round, you get the biggest break between now and the next round, and bearing in mind Ryan Searle's already had 7 days off in between round 1 and round 2. I'm not sure he'll mind having the long break again as long as he's coming back.
Yeah, no, because then I look and saw Dave Chisholm only played Thursday, and he's back Saturday, so it's different for the players. 164 is on here for Searle. First treble 19 found, can't get the second one, but does it treble 16? Great visit that from Searle.
Never ever been in question whether Ryan Searle, the number 20 seed in this tournament, is a good starter. He's hot at starting games. He is arguably 45. The best at starting seasons, because he always wins at the start of the season. And he's won that first leg in 13 darts. He's out of the traps once again. This is something that Brendan's going to have to manage. If he does not get a hold of Searle early, he will leave himself with too much to do.
Yeah, he will, and that was as well a placed double top as you're going to see throughout this tournament.
I don't think it's going to be the last one from Searle either. He spends more time on tops than most.
He does. 100. I just think I think he could blitz Dolan here. That would be my worry. He looks in the mood to do some damage, heavy metal.
Yeah, he really does. He doesn't give a great deal away from his facial expressions, but every now and again, I'm with you, he just grits the teeth. And when he's in the mood, and he's been having a few knocks with Gary Anderson 100. Back home, he can be really damaging to anybody else on the planet.
Yeah, Brendan Dolan on his own throw is already 83 points in arrears. Not the best of starts for the history maker.
Yeah, Searle's back in the treble 20 from 301. It's coming down fast. Still waiting for that first max, but he's on 161 after 9. Commanding this first set, Dolan back on 289. That's a better first start. Still wobbles in the treble 20. Then he has to switch after a single. And he's outside of finishing range by 20 here on 190 with Searle. 6 darts from 161 to take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, no treble darts 1 and 2. But does hit treble 18 on dart 3, and that gets him down to 68. So Dolan here is where he's got to get 2 trebles, you feel, to have any kind of chance. Not the treble 5 either. Bit wayward from Brendan early on here.
95. I think Ryan is better off getting the single 20 on this 68 to leave tops after a single 8. He's got the 20, single 8, there it is, tops. Oh no, Brendan, you're already in trouble. 2 legs down, 2 tops hit, and if Ryan is hitting tops with that kind of regularity, you've got to keep him away from the doubles pronto.
Yeah, well, he's in the red bit here. He's coming for cover. 177 on the way to perfection.
We are officially here on the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT YouTube channel today.
96.
The official bad news for Brendan network, because I hate to bring some more. Oh, it's only 4 perfect darts. Everybody getting carried away on a Saturday afternoon. But these are the score lines of the 7 wins for Ryan Searle at this stage. 3-0, 3-1, 4 more 3-0s and a 3-1.
96.
He doesn't even get taken to a last set decider.
No, outstanding arrows at this stage from Searle.
46.
Who has his first indifferent visit, his first trebleless visit of the match.
And still, even after an indifferent visit like you mentioned, under 200. Dolan
100.
with a ton is over 200 after 9. Chasing and not catching.
It's in that red bit again. It's like a laser-guided missile.
39.
People don't realise how good Ryan Searle is. He is genuinely one of the best players on the planet. And he can't even see straight.
No, well, that was his biggest opponent in the opening game. Remember, he went for the wrong outshot because he thought his dart was in a different place. That's in single 14, and that leaves tops, which he has for the first time missed.
14.
Misses twice, so Dolan gets an outside opportunity here.
This is where Dolan could make some money in this game. If he gets an opportunity, he'll have to take it. 109 starts downstairs. Treble 7 leaves 88. He does get the 60, clinging on to the set for double 14. That's what Brendan does best. 2-1 in the first set, and Searle is ruining the fact that he missed his favourite double top twice. Could have been off the stage having a break, but the set is still alive.
Yeah, that was outstanding from Brendan. Got the throw now to level up the set. We'll have to break Searle again if he wants to win set 1 of the match, but there's 14 points difference in the average, but only 1 leg between them.
Here comes Ryan.
140.
Still looking for that first maximum. Teasing 3,500 mad darts fans in this building. We're into day 10. We're at the halfway point game-wise in the tournament.
60.
Because we've had 64 games. We've got 62 to go.
Yeah, can't wait. And every one of them will be live on the talkSPORT app and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Searle then, 2-2-1, Dolan 3-4-5. Opening set of the match, race to 3 sets for a place in round 3.
Searle looks like he's going to leave a finish after 9 again. Scoring so far has been brilliant. 106 average. First start just above the 60, and again. 60. And then just below after a big collision with about 70 grams of tungsten in the first 2 darts. Yes, he throws nearly 100 grams of tungsten every visit.
You should have massive biceps or forearms at the least.
Yeah, he should have
45.
Rafa Nadal's left arm in his right arm. But he's got 161 for the set. Dolan again, north of a finish on 220. This is not looking good for Brendan. Searle's got 81 with 1 dart. Gets the ball. Don't mind that play, because if you get the ball at 25, you leave yourself on a small number, which is single to double combination. If he'd found the 19 mark, he would have been on 62,
60.
which is treble to double.
On your
Yeah.
record, 31.
Right, here we go then. 7 for double, 12 for the set. And Ryan Searle instantly breaks back. No big histrionics from heavy metal. He's letting his darts do the damage here. Brendan Dolan, despite that 109 out in leg 3, finds himself a 7-0 down. If you love your darts, whether it's league night, the local, or dreaming of a walk-on anthem, you'll know the right gear makes all the difference. And Target Darts are the brand behind Luke Littler's rise. They've been with him from the start, crafting the innovative, high-quality darts that he now uses on the sport's biggest stages. And now Target have taken the home setup to another level with the Omni Auto scoring system, instant accurate scoring, and a slick modern way to sharpen your game. So if you want the same equipment trusted by the most electrifying young talent in world darts, visit targetdarts.com and get on target.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler, get on target.
Ryan Searle making light work of that opening set. Race to 3 for a place in round 3. It's Searle who leads Brendan Dolan by a 7-0. Busy day of darts ahead of us here. We've got Andreas Harrison taking on Matomu Sakai. Then we've got Dirk van Duijvenbode taking on James Hurl. And Dave Chisnell takes on Ricardo Pietreczko. Then later on tonight, Michael Smith, Neil Zonneville, Chris Dobie, Andrew Gilding, Stephen Bunting against Nitin Kumar. The Royal Bengal will be in the house. That's going to be a great battle of the walk-ons later on, isn't it? This place will be rocking when the Royal Bengal walks on.
Yeah, this place is going to be well warmed up, and I'm really happy for Kumar that he's going to have that experience. Whether he beats Bunting or not later, he's already done more for Indian darts today than anybody's ever done. But to get Bunting in this place on a Saturday night, that is a dream game for Nitin. And after everything he's done for the last 10-15 years, he deserves it. He really does. We've just seen a moment though when Ryan Searle's come back on the stage. He walks up the steps, gets back on the stage. The first thing he does is he looks over to his wife and daughter, and he has this amazing little moment. He waves to his daughter and his daughter waves back. I just wonder what his daughter is feeling to herself right there. In the best seat in the house, by the way, right in the corner of the VIP area. She must be so proud of her dad. That's really lovely.
Yeah, it's not often the players get to have their family, certainly those with younger children, they get to have their family around them. They do at the Worlds, and it's great, and you can imagine that must be worth 5% to Ryan as well. He's showing that with his opening set performance.
His family means everything to him. He lives in the middle of nowhere in Somerset, and he loves the quiet life. He's a quiet man. He's got a somewhat sneaky, dry sense of humour, and everybody loves him on tour. He's a great addition to the tour the last 7-8 years, and everybody's thrilled that he's had such a great career. But weirdly, you could say the second biggest game of his career was against Brendan Dolan. That was at the Players' Championship Finals in 2021. Ryan beat him 11-6, but then Ryan would lose to Peter Wright by the odd leg in the final. He was sitting on a double to win the tournament, and Peter Wright took out 62 with his last start on double 16. If Peter doesn't hit that double 16, we could be referring to Ryan as a Players' Champion.
Yeah, but that's the big challenge now for him, isn't it? We know, you mentioned it, he's a regular winner. Certainly early weeks of the Pro Tour season, you can almost write him down for a title. Well, this year he got 2 for the first time. Now I think he needs to get more of those next year, but he also needs some deep runs in big TV tournaments.
Yeah, I think the European Tour is the next logical step. He's almost in that Mark Dudbridge, Colin Osborne, Andy Smith kind of mould from about 15 years back, where they were noted for picking up floor titles. Dennis Ovens was exactly the same. Sensational player from Stevenage. and a great international player, but he would pick up floor titles and never really do much on the stage. We believe that Ryan is better than all of those players. Even though Mark Durbridge did win the World Masters, Ryan's got more levels. He's got a better likelihood on tops, and he's much better in 180s. And he's got Brendan Dolan on the back foot here. An 83 average for Brendan's not going to cut it.
No.
100.
Well, can Dolan, who's got the throw in set 2, level the match up. He starts with a ton, but Ryan Searle beats that and beats it significantly.
The fans have had to wait until set 2 for that first max, but I don't think Ryan's in the mood to mess around. It's almost as if he wants to be home for tea. Now what's he doing with visit number 2? It's a treble, but it's the wrong one. It's a treble 5.
55.
Same thing applies this year. If somebody hits a 9-darter, they will get £60,000. One of the fans will get £60,000, and a charity will get 60 grand as well. Fabulous
96.
from the title sponsor.
Yeah, you just saw a member of the audience as Searle from 266 hits a treble 19. It was in a bit of a Balotelli. He couldn't get his shirt on. I don't think he was taking it off or putting it on. I'm not sure. I don't think he knew.
I think it was his best impression of being a moomin, if you can remember what they are.
You're showing your age there, Paul Nicholson.
100.
Yeah.
Ryan, 132.
Worryingly, producer Matt and I both know what you meant. 147 Dolan, 132 Searle, who went for the ball but didn't find it. We'll just check where that first dart went. Now he's just checking his score with George Noble.
Do you know what George
92.
Noble's missing when Ryan plays? Bluetooth. It's all he needs, Bluetooth. He doesn't have to lean over and ask. He just tap his little device. What have I got left, George? Well, he's got 40 left, Brendan, and you had to take out that 147. Nice treble 20 off the single 19, but 48 left. Might not be good enough. Tops for Searle.
Just underneath, 2 10s. Ooh, now 2 5s. Did it in the end. Ryan Searle wins another leg. He breaks Brendan Dolan's throw for the 3rd time in this match already. He's a setup and now he's a leg up, and he's got the throw in leg 2 of set 2.
Here he goes again. How many times is the referee going to call that for Searle in this match? It already feels like Dolan is running out of legs. It's a bit of a mismatch. Searle is averaging 105. Now, I've done some digging into their seasonal numbers as far as ceiling of performance is concerned. 109.21.
96.
That's Searle's best. That was in a Players' Championship. Brendan's best, 107.36 in a 6-0 win on the floor. But when I found this number this morning, I couldn't believe it, Mark. Of the top 50 averages that Brendan has posted this season, none of them were on a stage.
58.
None. European Tour, UK Open, the lot. None of them in the top 50. That's worrying. Searle, 14 times in his top 50 averages, they were on things like the World Match Play and European Tour stages. That means he's more likely to win.
Certainly does. And he's more likely to win here because he's simply overpowering his opponent.
60.
20 points plus the difference in the averages at the moment. 1 set to 0, 1 leg to 0, and Dolan is 200 behind as he toes the hockey in this second set. But he's coming up. Maybe we might get to see the helicopter. No, we won't. Just a 140 for Brendan, just his second of the match.
Treble 19 for Searle on a 107. It's tops with the last dart. Academic. Borderline, boringly brilliant from Ryan Searle. This is what he does. 102 at a canter in the average department, and the doubles are brilliant again. 56%. It's better than the previous round, but the set isn't over yet.
140.
And Brendan had to wait quite a while for a 180 in his previous game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did. A long, long time. This fella, on visit 1 of this set, is just saying, put me down for a 180. I'll start on 3-2-1 when Brendan's had a couple of goes.
Brendan's probably thinking right now, what have I signed up for today?
97.
At this rate, he's going to be going back to County Fermanagh within the hour.
Well, I did say to you right at the start, I thought Ryan Searle could run through this game
58.
quite quickly. And they're on parity in leg number 3 of set 2 here. Mark Wilson, Paul Nicholson with you. And just getting some liquids on board as Brendan is calculating what he needs to do next, and he needs to come for cover, and he finds it beautifully.
132.
That was the right thing to do.
Is that the first time that Brendan's left to finish before Ryan in the match?
Well, given that he's only had one goal at a double, and that was 109, yes. And that was after Searle had missed 2 darts for the leg.
He's got to hit a 132, Dolan, to save the set, because Searle is now on 130, which is slightly easier than this, but it's 25 start and not anything good after that. A single 7 followed by a 60 leaves himself on tops, but Searle's got 130 for the set.
Single needs a treble, gets it bullseye for a 2-0 lead, just wide of the target from Searle. Tops for Dolan.
You require 40.
Second dart to double, and it's leg 7. That's not good. Just hit them when you've got them, Brendan. Double 10 with the last dart, got to go.
20.
Via's right. Searle's on 25. It's going to be 1 for double 12, isn't it?
There's your 1. There's your double 12. 3 legs on the spin. Ryan Searle is 1 away from a place in post-Christmas darts at the Palace. Brendan Dolan, the history maker, needs to become a miracle maker. He's in deep trouble here. Searle leads Dolan by 2 sets to 0.
Magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Linkler, get on target.
And Searle making heavy metal. Big scoring, good finishing, and a destruction of Brendan Dolan in the opening 2 sets of the match. Leads 2-0 race to 3. Andreas Harrison will be up next. We've seen his interview being played out here in the arena. Such a non-assuming fella, quite a humble guy. He beat Ross Smith round 1, takes on Motomu Sakai, who beat Thibaut Tricol by 3 sets to 0 in round 2. Also to come, Duijvenbode, James Hurl, Dave Chisnell against Ricardo Pietrezco. And then we're back tonight from 7 for Smith against Zonneveld, Dobie Gilding and Bunting against Kumar. That will be worth it for the 2 walk-ons alone. What can Brendan Dolan do here, Paul? Sometimes the other guy's just too good, and it just feels like one of those occasions, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I'm not someone who, asks a lot of a celestial being, but right now I think Dolan needs to put his hands together and pray. He needs Searle to come off the top, and Dolan needs to find probably 10 points on this average. He needs to hit his doubles when he gets them as well. Paid the penalty for the 3 darts he had in set 2, but they all came the same visit. That's never a good sign. Ryan Searle looks like Superman today, and at this stage of this tournament he doesn't lose. He's looking for his 6th 3-0 victory in the last 64 of this championship. And you know what's weird? When we spoke to him after he beat Chris Landman, he was aware of it. Some players who are aware of really good records, they get nervous because they want to keep that record going. It honestly doesn't bother Ryan. His early record in this tournament is as good as anyone. Anyone who's ever played in this tournament, that's how good it is. And he did win 3-0 last year against Matt Campbell. That did not take long. Even Brendan won 3-0 at this stage last year against Lockie and Lee. But it's not going to be 3-0 this year. He's going to have to dig so deep. He's going to have his hand in his socks by the time this is done. If he gets it to 2-2, he's got a chance. But he's got to stop Ryan somehow. This has been a stunning performance.
It has been a demolition job so far, but as this tournament has proved on more than one occasion, 2-0 is not a guarantee of a victory. Officials making their way back onto stage right now, so the action about to get back underway. Sweet Caroline booming around the Alexandra Palace. Hottest ticket in town, best place to be on the talkSPORT app, listening in. Plenty of live football as well to come across the weekend. You'll hear it all live on that talkSPORT app. If you've not got it, you may be watching on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe and treat yourself for Christmas. Get the talkSPORT app. It's free.
I love the talkSPORT app. Been listening to it even in between when we've been bringing you the live broadcast from Alexandra Palace. Really enjoyed Adam Cattrall last night with Carlton Cole, talking about various topics, and indeed about AJ against Jake Paul. Well, you got two dart players on the stage right now. Ryan Searle is Anthony Joshua, and Brendan Dolan is in the corner feeling like Jake Paul.
Yeah, just 50 million quid lighter, but I get your
Slightly.
point. How did they get on the quiz anyway, the Sports Bar Weekend? Did you tune in for that or not?
I didn't.
I do enjoy listening to that. I think Carlton and they're very good, Adam and Carlton. They go well. Good team. 2-0, Searle Dolan, who will be hoping to avoid a broken jaw if we continue in that Jake Paul analogy.
What would be a broken jaw in darts then, if we're talking metaphors? Basically losing up the next three legs.
Yeah, I would suggest that could be, yeah, slightly less painful, I'd imagine, but just as damaging. Anyway, Dolan up against it. Searle's got the throw. That makes it even worse.
Well, that's the worst dart that Ryan's thrown at the start of a set.
77.
Big one, but follows it with 4 19s to make it feel a little bit less broken.
Yeah. Well, if we do interview Ryan Searle, remember every winner of this tournament, well, actually, I tell a lie, as Brendan has one fall out of the board, which is a sickener. And that was 60 on the floor. It went in and went out again. I said we'll have an interview with every winner. We won't sadly have one with Johnny Clegg because he doesn't need to play to win tonight. He's already through. So all the other winners we'll have live on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. I'm going to ask him about this dancing business.
Okay.
What's it? What is it? The 6 to 7?
100.
I'm not down with the kids.
The
All the
kids
kids
do
are
this
doing it.
little shuffling dance called the 6-7 or the 67. It's very popular on certain social media platforms. I'm not down with the kids.
60.
But apparently Ryan Searle is. He was doing it into the second break.
Yeah, and if that's not a man who's in a good spot, I don't know what is. 2-2-4 Searle, Dolan 3-2-1.
136.
Santa's here enjoying a bit of pre-Christmas darts. Easy for me to say.
Isn't he supposed to be busy?
Yeah, he will be later.
86.
Yeah, everyone's allowed a day off, you know.
Well, this is true.
Even producer Matt has a day off once a year.
I don't believe that for a second.
No.
We've had a rejected dart in this leg, and that means we've had 93 rejected darts in this tournament.
How do you even know that?
I have been bunnying away backstage, and I've got my friend Josh Gorton from the BDC checking out how that stands after 64 games. We'll know by the end of the day. You're stunned, aren't you?
94.
I'll let you into a trade secret at the end of this game.
48.
48 for Dolan.
I know what it is. It's on that report that we get every day,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
get it from Steve Morgan every day.
Yeah.
Double 16 for Brendan. First leg of the third set goes the way of the man from Northern Ireland. That is a much better start to a set than the previous two.
Yeah, certainly is. Well done, Brendan Dolan.
Oh, Searle does not look pleased in the background. My word, he looks like a block of cheese about to meet a grater.
77.
He is not a happy bunny. He really wanted to roll Dolan in 3 legs and get off the stage. Well, he's going to have to dig a little deeper.
55.
Doesn't like losing sets at this stage of the tournament. It's only happened twice.
Yeah, looking to make that perfect record of getting through to round 3. As Paul pointed out to you earlier, won 7 of 7 at
100.
this stage. Dolan is making a good start to this third set because that leg he won was against the darts, so he's giving himself a chance.
Searle's back to normal.
140.
Another 140, his 7th of the contest. That part of his game has been exceptional. Doesn't look particularly comfortable at this stage, does Ryan? Just a little bit of a wince there on the stage.
99.
No point speculating why. It could be anything. Maybe just trying to figure out why things have gone off the boil at the start of this set. This is a bit better.
101.
His darts are quite unique, aren't they? They look quite antique looking, don't they, the barrels of them?
Why has he done that? He had 419s, 76 scored, 230 left with one dart. He went for bull when he needed treble 20 to leave 170.
Miscount, mate, miscount. That's to the best of them.
He's going to get 2 trebles, isn't he? Of course he is, and he would have had a shot at the bull. How many times do we see that?
Yeah. Pointed that out before. When they leave a bogey, they always hit a treble first up. Quite often too. Dolan 167. This is not a bogey number. This is for the second leg, and that's not going to get it done. Single 5. Then, of course, he hits the treble dart 2. 85 to leave 82. Searle to break straight back 70. Will it be treble 18? It was. Then single 12, and then tops. Question, why did he not go treble 10? Because single 10 would have still left the 2 dart out.
Well, Ryan, when he first made his debut here, and he played at this stage against Mr. Sulevic, he was unbelievable at double 8. It was the best double on the board for him at the time. He's somewhat cultivated this image of double top. But going treble 18, if he gets that, he's got double 8. If he gets the single, he'll go 12 tops with a clean tops.
Yeah, I thought that was the answer.
If he goes treble 10 and needs a single 20, then he's got the big
blocker.
Flight and the big dart in the way.
100.
So he's just trying to make sure that the top shot is as clean as possible.
Yep, that's fine. That's what I thought you were going to say. It's always worth asking the question. They do have different ways, don't they, of going for different finishes.
One thing Gary Anderson and Ryan have worked out over the last couple of years is that you do have to have some flexibility. You can't be like James Wade. You can't be 12s, tops and 10s all the time. 60. You need an extra plan. Gary used to be 12s, tops and 10s. Now he's 12s, tops, 10s, 16s and 8s and a little bit of 4s. Searle maybe not as flexible as Gary, but a little bit more of it.
Yeah.
60.
He'll use it when he has to. But if plan A works, you don't need a plan B. 2-0, Ryan Searle leads. Mark Wilson, Paul Nicholson, producer Matt with you. 1-5-3 Searle, Dolan 2-4-2. First game of 4 this afternoon. We'll be back with 3 more tonight. Going to be a great night of the darts.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but I think Dolan is taking a little bit longer pre-visit than before, just making Ryan Searle think. From 1-5-3 here, 80 scored.
99.
Small 19 leaves 54. Dolan again on a ton plus finish. Must take it to stop Searle from getting to tops.
108, treble 20. No, went treble 18. Ooh, didn't find it with a second dart. Does find treble 16 to leave double 12, but for Searle it's 14 and tops. There's the single. There's the double. He's 1 leg away here. This has been impressive. Average has just dropped a fraction under a ton, but there's been very little that Dolan has thrown at Searle that he hasn't been able to handle.
Dolan is playing to his tournament average of 89. Still waiting for his first 180, and he might not get it. Searle has gone up about 3%, and that is a big jump.
41.
In darting terms, if you can find that 3% after a good performance in the first round, you are doing a lot right.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it goes up 3% in the next round, I don't think Schindler or Barry will be able to live with that, but we will find out. It is Martin Schindler or Keane Barry who will meet the winner of this one.
Keane was excellent last night against Tim Pusey.
Yeah,
he was very, very good. Really happy for Keane, but Schindler was about 99 average as well. He was excellent.
He was a 180 machine for the last 2/3 of that game. He was unbelievable. He's unplayable. Even he was happy. That's a nice visit from Brendan. 265 shrinks by just over a half to leave 132. Back comes Searle, but won't leave a finish. So Dolan with a bit of time to level up this third set and keep the game alive.
Still trying to figure out how Brendan's first treble 19 in the previous visit clung onto the board. Doesn't have to go bull because Searle's all the way back on 2-4-3. So this 1-3-2, if he gets a ton to leave double 16, he'll be happy.
60.
Has to settle for a trebleless visit. 3 single 20s to leave 72 when he comes back. Under what pressure?
Yeah, that wasn't badly thrown last night. It just didn't go in. But neither did they for Searle. So Dolan's got time here. That eases the pressure. Crowd going ballistic. Something's going off there. I can see the security staff are getting involved. Not sure what's happened there. 72 for
60.
Dolan. Had 2 bites at the cherry, having hit treble 16. But he'll be back for 12 when he comes back.
This is probably one of the slackest scoring legs from Ryan. There haven't been many. But if Dolan doesn't take out double 6 or double 3 thereafter now, Searle will get to tops again and probably win the match. Double 6 for Dolan. That is horrible. Has to go over the top from the right-hand side. And he's hit double 10, busting the score, and that could be that for Brendan Dolan's 2025.
Searle to do it in style, needs 6 for tops, and tops is delivered. 64% on the doubles, averages over 98. A warm embrace. Brendan Dolan's World Championship campaign comes to an end. He'll be disappointed with how he played, but even the best Brendan Dolan might not have been able to go toe-to-toe with Searle here. That was impressive. Searle, perfect in round 2. 8 wins from 8 now. And on that kind of form, he looks booked for a long stay at Ali Pali over Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. The 180s were good. They could have been better. That's the scary thing. He got all of his maximums in set number 2. But he's making a 98 average look ordinary. So he's through to round 3 again. We'll take on Schindler or Barry, which will be an interesting round 2 match before Christmas. Round 2 starts very well, but unfortunately for Brendan, it's going to be going home for Christmas without a return ticket. He'll have to draw a line into 2025, I think. It's been a year of trying to figure out where he goes from here. There have been rumblings from the camp as if to say, is Brendan thinking about winding down? Don't do that, Brendan. Come back at the start of next year, get yourself a win, and then we'll see what you can do for the rest of your career. So his 18th World Championship results in a 2nd round exit. As for Searle, he's got the dots after his name because he can do more.
Yeah, absolutely he can. That is a 2nd successive 3-0 win, yet to drop a set, Ryan Searle, and built on his average from round 1. Just under 99 it was for heavy metal. Duijvenbode, James Hurl, Nico and I will be back for that. That's game 3 this afternoon. Dave Chisnell, Ricardo Pietreczko could be an absolute banger to round off the day. But coming up next, 2 of the lesser known characters in round 2 to your average darting fan, but 2 players who turned it on in round 1. Who's going to prevail to round 3? Life-changing run could be on the cards for Andreas Harrison or Motomu Sakai. They go head-to-head next with Chris Murphy and Chris Mason. It'll be live on the talkSPORT app and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. But game 1 is done, and Ryan Searle he's beaten Brendan Dolan by 3 sets to 0.